This is NAB Show Live.
Hi there and welcome to NAB Show Live, produced by Broadcast Beat. I'm Michael Robinson. Today my special guest is Nelson Hollett. He's the Vice President of Product Marketing and Sales for the Americas of Fuugo. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, Michael. Nice to be on your show and share with your audience.
So tell us about Fuugo, F-U-U-G-O. Tell us about your company, briefly.
Fuugo, it's a company, a Finnish company based around the globe. We have the headquarters on Turku, Finland. We have offices on Poland and Warsaw. We have the development team there. We have also offices in North Carolina and Miami for the Americas to cover South America through Miami and North Carolina, the rest of the continent.
So there are many challenges involved in starting a business. What are the challenges to start an OTT for medium and small broadcasters?
That's an excellent question. The first big challenge they have is they lack of an specialized infrastructure. They have 20, 30, 40 years doing traditional TV and traditional broadcast, but they don't have like a specialized team or specialized infrastructure for OTT. That's one of the biggest challenge. Then the entry cost. Whenever you go to these shows like NAB, IBC, or these big markets where you will find solutions for your OTT operation, you will find a very expensive entry cost to build your OTT operation. The third big challenge that we have learned as an OTT operator is choosing the right model. You always try to emulate some cases and success cases. Everybody talks about Netflix, Hulu, and all those cases, but you have to learn from your content and be aware that the nature of your content is the one who's going to drive the model that you have to choose to build your OTT operation. It's not the same if you're running live sports or news, and if you have doing telenovelas or any kind of VOD content. So that drives you to the next challenge, which is choose the right platform. There is three major things that you have to consider for choose your platform. It has to be flexible, it has to be reliable, and it has to be competitive in terms of cost and results. You don't want to sacrifice quality trying to get a better cost or more easy budget fit, but at the end of the day, you have to take that in account. And the other big challenge that they have is that the broadcasters or the medium broadcaster and the small broadcasters are used to work on a B2B world. They have advertisers that they take care of the revenue, and they have built relationship around a world of B2B. When you jump to OTT, you are jumping to a B2C world. Again, you have a lack of infrastructure that will help you to support and attend all those new customers that you daily will be gaining. That leads you to the other challenge, which is you are getting into e-commerce world. You have to understand that you are not just a broadcaster or just a content creator. You are getting into the e-commerce world that needs to be understood in terms of the journey of the user and the experience of the user, and how you can lose before you lose the audience with a zapping. Now you lose it just with a click.
Very well said. Well, how do you orchestrate the perfect OTT solution?
Well, you have to take in consideration several things. The first thing is you have to visualize all the service change needed to a successfully operation in OTT. You start from an ingest, then from the ingest you have to have some kind of content management. Then after the content management, you have to have some kind of subscriber or users management. Then you will go through the security, some content providers will ask you to have certain levels of security like IRM or token authentication, you can name it. Then you have to take care of the delivery through a CDN. You have to choose the right CDN with the right size, with the right footprint in the planet, depending where are you gonna be deploying your content. Then you have, which is the thing that everybody thinks first, which is the applications or the screens. You have several applications and several kind of screens that you have to deploy, and you have to understand that you have to make interfaces for that. And at the end of the day, the most important, from my point of view, which is the analytics. When you build an OTT, all the the great thing about an OTT is that you really own the audience. You know them. You know their name. You know their location. You know their age, their interest. So you have to have a very, very good analytics solution for that. So you have to envision all that change. You have to get into a flexible system, a system not just in terms of scalability, it's just in terms of changing the players during the process of growth or model finding. When you start an OTT operation, maybe you start thinking that you will be selling subscriptions, or you will be renting, or you will be doing advertising. And during the process, the nature of your content and the audience that you're starting together, they teach you how you should manage your operation and how it should be the model built around your content. So you have to have a very flexible system that allows you to orchestrate the different players that you will be adding to the service chain. You have the CDNs, you have the content management. All this has to be capable to plug and unplug in a very, very easy fashion, so you can think on scalability. You have to think big if you want to orchestrate a perfect OTT. You have to be able to switch from regular 300 traffic daily to 2 million. Let's put a specific case. You are a local broadcaster in Latin America, in Uruguay, and you cast sports. You're taking care of the league, and suddenly starts the World Cup. All your numbers is going to ramp up in just 2 days or 1 day, since the first game. So you have to be ready for that, and you have to be able to switch the CDN capabilities in just a second. So you need to have a platform that plugs everything in place. And the other thing that you need to have to orchestrate the perfect OTT is the capability to be in the television screen. We have been talking about OTT in the past 5 years, about applications in the smartphones and this and that, but you are a broadcaster. Your native and natural screen is a TV. Mm-hmm. And usually what happens is that the people that goes OTT thinks on smartphones and thinks on tablets and thinks on computer. Mm-hmm. And they think that as they have the signal through the air, they're developing the applications for the set-top boxes and the smart TVs later on, which is not the most smart thing to do, because the new generations and the shifting of the consumption behavior, the people still watching TV on the TV, but they're just streaming. So you have to be able to be on those stores where the people is going to look for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it's all about flexibility and thinking big from your perspective. So let's talk a little bit about the fun stuff in Las Vegas, because we're all very excited about NAB's show, but after hours, we want to unwind and have fun. What do you do when you're there?
Well, we are launching our new solution called Symphony, which is an orchestration platform that allows, it is compounded by 3 levels. The first level is one unique interface that, well, you will be able to manage all the service chain, the service chain on the OTT operation. Beneath that, you have what we call Fuugo Director, which is the API connector that integrates all the players in the scene that provides microservices. We have an architecture oriented on APIs and microservices. So we decouple all the services of the provider, and the bottom, the base, let us say, the base of the system is the orchestra. The orchestra is the players industry. You can name it. Start with Akamai, Woza, Amazon, uh, Streamalize, a series of the access orchestra, a series of providers that will be serving all these services about the service chain on the OTT. So that's what we are doing on OTT NAB. We're bringing the first full service platform for OTT world where you can customize as you wish, as your budget permits, any provider that you will visit in NAB. You just choose and pick, and we integrate it in the platform. Actually, pretty much big part of them are already integrated.
So Nelson, thank you so very much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you in Vegas. And you're going to be in booth SU 9705CM. That's SU 9705CM. Nelson Hullett, Vice President of Product Marketing and Sales for Fuugo in the Americas. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you and your audience. See you there.